Dear diarrhea, diarrhea full of shit. Just play along with me, myself, and I. No one else. Yo, I'm so legit. Dear online family and friends, I have something epic and important to say. I'm watching the last episode of Our Oceans, the Atlantic Ocean, and I keep my phone next to me because whenever they say something, I'll look it up. Just out of curiosity, which is what I'm gonna do, when me and little Susie Q, or me and our distinguished gentleman, little Ollie, whoever ends up being my boo thing, when we watch TV, number one, we won't watch, hours upon hours of it. But when we do, even, when the little Susie Q or little Ollie, they're just a baby, I will be, pausing and talking. Even though they don't know what the fuck I'm saying, they will later. Their mind is working. I'm pointing at the screen. And like I said, I'm not doing that. Oh, gee, gad, gas. Oh, look, a fishy. It's not, look, doggies. It's, look, there's a dog. Did you know dogs were once wolves, and they were domesticated, and over hundreds and thousands upon tens of thousands of years, they kind of evolved into domesticated dogs, and man used him for protection and extra sensitive senses. Your five senses: sight, smell, taste, ears, and touch. Dogs are better than humans. They have more powerful senses. Plus, they kind of have a sixth sense, which is like a mystery sense that they can sense things that humans can't. A predator off in the distance, or an incoming storm, little Susie Q or little Ollie isn't going to know what the fuck I'm talking about, but he knows that information is being presented. Something is being presented on a screen, and he or she isn't just mindlessly watching it. He or she is learning from it. So even though they don't know what the fuck's going on, they kind of do. And then later on down the road, that they'll hopefully, in theory, will have an explorative desire to try things and experiment. So, same thing with reading to your kid when they're in the womb. This has been proven. It makes your baby smart. So, talk to it, rub your belly very gently. I just made that last shit up. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Because your baby's in there, right? So you don't really hear anything. You just hear the, you brushing your hand against your skin or your clothes. But what the baby might hear, seeing as it's floating in, what's that shit called? Inside the womb? Whatever it is. So it might, be stressful. So don't just assume shit. And remember, if you want to ask the googly boogs, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Stupid is as stupid does. But anyway, so I'm following along, where the fuck is that? Where the fuck is that? All right, is it accurate? Because like I said, I don't necessarily trust this shit. I know Barack Obama is a real person. He's not AI, but, he's reading this shit off. Where do they get their information from? And like I said, a lot of this stuff is kind of stock footage, from years ago. Some of it might be modern. Clearly they've got, You know, I believe they're using, like, they're getting some real shots with real, like, advanced modern, you know, technology, little cameras that look like fish or prey. There's been 2 shots, I believe, in this episode alone where it came up and bit the camera, you know. And I've seen shows back in the day where um, they would have like a show dedicated to the behind the scenes slash making of the documentary, and they would show the equipment they used and the logistics. And you know, there'd be some guy like, oh, we camped here for the night, you know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, it's really, really cold, all so we can hopefully get, you know, one shot of this fish doing this thing, you know. So it's like, as I said, I can understand a little bit of splicing of the CGI and or AI, but don't be fucking ridiculous with it, okay? This is not a Disney cartoon. You know, represent real animals and make sure that shit that you're saying and, you know, the story that you're telling, visual in combination with audio, is accurate. Okay, I remember I did an audio presentation about that once, I don't know, about a year or 2 years ago, about there were real World War II stories, and there was a narrator telling the story, but then they had some fuckboy faggot fucking bitch, you know, Ben, Brian, you know, Jerry, Steve, you know, some puss boy, you know, motherfucker who did the CGI to go along with the story. So that, you know, they're up there flying in formation, and here's some Yahoo doing barrel rolls and shit, you know, and it's like, you stupid motherfucker. You know, I wasn't there, but I don't think they were up there just, you know, fucking around like that, okay? I would imagine it wastes more fuel because you're putting, you know, pressures on the aerodynamic, you know, so when you turn, you know, the engine kind of has to work to kind of stabilize it out, and then you kick the rudder, you know, and there's, so that's going to kind of put a, kind of like your car going up a hill, right? You're cranking and banking and barrel rolling, you know, the engine's going, I mean, not enough for you to like really even notice, you know, but it's working harder, okay? So fuck you. I just made that up. I don't know. You know, I make shit up. But that's just, you know, they weren't doing that. They weren't up there cruising at 20,000 feet or 10,000 feet, you know, 6 airplanes, and one guy just decides to go, yeehaw, and do, you know, a spin and shit. You know, you're endangering your peeps, your comrades. I don't know if they flew like in formation like geese, you know, and switched positions, you know, to kind of, what's your fuel? Okay, what's your fuel? What's your fuel? So you don't have one guy who's low, you know, but they're trying to at least, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But I saw that and I was like, bullshit. Fuck, you know, if anything else, have some respect, because that event really happened. Okay, so like I said, you know, like the AI with the, you know, the bonfire, you know, with a dump truck full of wood, you know, and the cougar, you know, just like meow meow, you know, purring, and the very end where they're all cuddled up, you know, and the top comment, meaning it got the most likes, the people agreed with it, was what a hero, you know, and I'm thinking, this is bullshit, this is fake, and on the off chance you get some 25-year-old, you know, Susie Q with her 29-year-old Ben hiking with their, you know, 5-year-old, you know, I said that wrong, Karen and Kyle, with the, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, look, a cougar, it's hurt. Hey, bust out the iPhone. And, you know, there's a tragedy, you know, because they saw, you know, according to YouTube's, cougars are just big cats. I mean, they are big cats, but you know what I'm saying, dog. You know? But, anyway, just, you know, actions have consequences, you know? Everything tells a story, you know? So, God, that pissed me off. You fucking faggot piece of shit. Stick to your fucking anime. Don't show these, you know, airmen flying around, you know, hot dogging around, just fucking around. You piece of shit. You know, they were disciplined, warriors in the sky. Not to sound like all stupid and shit, you know. You stupid son of a bitch. And then later he probably made up his own battle and posted it like it really happened. Some video game on whatever it's called, War Thunder or whatever, you know. You goddamn degenerate piece of shit. Destroyers of everything good, holy, and noble. Fucking faggot. Not to besmirch the gays. But anyway, so they're up here in Greenland, and I always thought Greenland was covered with ice and Iceland was covered with green, but they're right next to each other. So, is there some sort of like, and Iceland, yeah, Greenland's the big one. Holy shit. But I'm looking at these different maps, and it's like, well, sometimes it shows it short and fat, and sometimes it shows it tall and skinny. Which one is it, Jerry? Which one? Hey, Ben, make up your fucking mind. Somebody, God damn it. And this is the problem. It's self-feeding. Well, let me check. I'll check the googly boogs. What does Iceland look like? Okay, well, according to this website, it looks like this. So copy, cut, paste. There needs to be like a base. We're getting farther and farther away from the fucking truth and reality. Like I said, AI, bye-bye. It's gone. It's over. And you've already got people, well, the man on YouTube said, it's over. Weak people not only make hard times, they make stupid times. They make failure times. And I know I'm getting all hyped up and stuff. And like I said, usually I'd be out, at some sort of party or gathering or something. What time is it? I don't know. I think it's like 8 o'clock-ish, so let's see, it's Monday night. Yeah, right about now I'd be spooling up for the main event. But, I'm just, Netflix and chill, getting all hyped up over a fucking TV show. Thought you said you weren't hyped up. I'm not. You fucking sons of bitches. Fuck you. And anybody like you. Is Greenland short and fat or tall and skinny? Or somewhere in the middle? Which is it? Rewind to what I just said. Bye-bye. We're getting farther and farther away from the goddamn truth. Just 1 + 1 does not equal 11. But in another 5 years, it might. And remember, dear online family and friends, man, how long ago was this? I think this is about 7 years ago. Some fucking Yahoo did it. Like I said, in a room full of 10, most people are generally good, normal, and sane. I just, I hate everybody, which I do. It's not a choice. It's not me. It's you. I can't not. If you weren't you, maybe we could coexist. But we can't because you're you. But sure you're nice, sure you love your mom, your grandma, your dog, and your siblings and sisters and friends and all that shit. But fuck you. Remember, what's my motto, kids? It's fuck you. No, not fuck you. It's fuck you. No, I'm sure you're nice. Hey, whatever. Hey. Fuck you. Fuck the way you think. Fuck everything about you. Fuck your hobbies, interests, It's nothing personal. It's not me. It's you. We don't have to be enemies, but we're not friends. Fuck you. Go forth. Have a nice life. But, I lost my damn train of thought. Well, so 1 out of 10 people, 2 to 3 are going to be bad. So, and in a room full of, or have some undesirable trait. It might be something as low-key, simple as, they chew their gum loud, or they could be a hate whore. Now, in a room full of 100 people, then all of those, the odds are higher now that, somebody in there is not just a nuisance or a bitch or a punk, They're actually like a bad person. You know what I mean? Like a criminal, and want to, do bad things and harm people. So, somebody had said that math was actually Ruiayakiost. So, I don't want to say the IST because their algorithms, might, you have to constantly kind of be changing shit, otherwise the algorithms will kind of pick up on that too. But, I'm surprised I don't get flagged for hate speech because I drop the F bomb a lot, the FAG bomb, and then I always say no, not to besmirch the homosexuals. That's not what I'm talking about. A homosexual is not a faggot. A homosexual is just gay. So what? Yeah. Anyway. Because that's like a hateful word. I don't mean shit. That's just a label. That's just something. You know what I mean? Ben and Brian are fucking. They're faggots. That is not just a word. It's like it switches. It's kind of weird. It's different. It's just that's all I got to say about that. So. That fag shit. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm not going to go down that. That was a dumb thing to say, but it is what it is. Kind of like bitch, I'm not a female dog. Breeding dog. No, you ain't. But you're a bitch. Kind of like that, You call a homosexual a fuiaeget, it's a hateful, mean, mean word. You call Ben and Brian a fucking faggot. Stand tall, Ben and Brian. But anyway. So yeah, somebody said that, and that came and went. But boy, gosh, they tried. Why not? Throw it on, see if it sticks. Shit. Like listening to these, news anchors and stuff. Have at it. He said, she said, bullshit. Tomato. Just. We're coming at it from this angle, representing our team. You're going at it from that angle, representing your team. Now, there is a clearly, right and wrong side, Like I said, it's ironic as hell, that the most ignorant, stupid, emotional, feels over reals people have hijacked, come up with the term, get woke and you better be on the right side of history. It's like, just stop talking. Stop talking. This is going to eventually blow up in your fucking face. And the thing is, they just the way that they think and the way that they do things, it's like they're possessed little gremlins. It's like I used to say, children of the dark. It's who they are. I probably came up with that phrase probably, I don't know, 7 to 10 years ago. Back when all this shit was kind of getting, and now it's just kind of old hat, everybody's like, oh, whatever, head pat, you know what I mean? Oh, fuck off. I'm not this, that, or the other. Fuck you, go back to your miserable existence, and all that. People are truly waking up. And they are truly just, seeing where the line's at and deciding to, step on the right side of it. 1 + 1 = 2, not 11. Period. No matter how badly, oh so badly you want it to equal 11, it will always equal 2. But anyway, so guess that's all I got to say. 19 minutes. It just sort of, I guess you could call that a rant. Because that's, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking deeper, for my, like, Do you know what I'm trying to say here? This is kind of a big deal. Because I see the writing on the wall. I see what you fuckers are doing. I see it. So, anyway. And see, Ollie, that right there, that's some fucking bullshit. Yeah, that's inaccurate. That's someone's opinion. Yeah. You'll figure that. You'll learn that later. I wouldn't be that guy. Because that'd be me, well, I guess somewhat to a degree, but I'd have to back it up. I'd have to present, my argument, not just, that's stupid. It'd have to be, you know what I'm saying, so. Yeah, that's kind of questionable right there. I don't know where that actually came from, so I don't know where they came up with that conclusion, little Ollie.